Let the crafting begin. Oh, just check I'm not on mute. I'm good. I'm good. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? How was your week? I hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful week. The sun has been shining here like you wouldn't even believe. I've even got a wee bit of a suntan. Look. Oh, what's this? Suntan. Who knew this pale, pasty Irish skin would burn? Yes, everybody did. That's what they do. Jasmine's here. Hey, Jazz. Oh, Jazz, I just remembered that I half looked at your message earlier. I believe you're getting some Copic markers. Oh, exciting. Marcy is here as well. Hey, Marcy. And Marcy's talking to Amanda. Must be that Amanda Stevens is here as well. Finally got some easy lights on their way. Yay. They're so good. Yes, Pear Blossom is here as well. Uh-oh. Woo's Creation says crackly audio. That's not good to start off. Let me actually talk about. Oh no, what went on? You are glowing. Yes, I am glowing a little bit. I'm going to actually press the buttons on my camera and try and not. I think I made the discovery. Oh. What was that? That is very weird. All crackly. Let's check all my cables are plugged in. Okay. Get to be crafty twins tonight. Yay! Jasmine says, what do you say? I should have them by Monday. Where did you buy them from in the end, Jazz? I said, I'd like to know. And while Craig is fighting with the audio, I'm going to pull out my Dino Time stamps, I think. Also geology rocks, because I'm feeling a little bit like it is time for volcano, guys. So yes, I was thinking that I was going to make a card featuring the geology rocks stamp set using this volcano. And maybe put a little dinosaur on there as well. Who knows, we might even grab some easy lights. Make our volcano. Hey. Jasmine says, got them from Cult Pens. Ordered this morning, shipped within 2 hours, guaranteed next day, but I suspect it won't be Saturday, so looking at Monday. That's exciting. It's Cult Pens is, I think, where I've got some of mine before as well, and they're really good. So awesome. How's the audio now, Craigie? Still working, getting there. Okay. I'm going to also pull out some Highland Honeys because I can foresee a little bit of a prehistoric card coming on here. I think we can make this work. I'm also going to grab my Slimline Mini Mail dies because I haven't used them enough and I want to play with them some more. So I think I will use them on this card. If I can find them. Here they are at the very end. The very last one, of course. Yay, working now. No crack on that. What was it? You'll have to tell me later. Who knows? We keep saying, hopefully it'll just all work, and then it never does. So I'm going to use the Slimline Mini Mail die here. Let me switch you around so you can have a better look. I've got my slimline mini mail, and I'm going to use probably the smallest of my Stitch Slimline trios for in here. Or I might just work on what I've got. You could make this into a nice frame, I think. That would work well. Audio is good. Woohoo! Great. And I'm thinking I'm thinking about inking. I'm thinking of putting in a little volcano at the back here. And I think we will put in, what is it called? A plesiosaur? I want to say a plesiosaur. I'm not sure if that's 100% correct. But anyway, a little water dino. And then we'll have maybe a couple of other dinos up front and center as well. Jasmine says, good idea, Amanda. I've been building up a good crafty stash this last year. And when Mum asked what I wanted for my birthday, Copics hit the top of the list. Last year it was my Misty, so a big upgrade. Yeah, for sure. Amazing. Okay, I think I'm also going to put on some these little trees, which I love, and I love doing them in color. And my Catherine Pooler inks are going to be perfect for this. I might even have a little, is it a pterodactyl? My dinosaur knowledge is perhaps lacking a little. And I want to have a different little guy down here. Maybe this one, maybe two. Who knows? Who knows? Carrie says, just passing by, but wanted to stop and say hi and tell you that I love those slimline dies. Oh, yay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Slimline. I'm all about slimline now. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. I think I'm just really enjoying the fact that it's a different way of working, a different shape, which is nice. Jasmine says, I feel like I'm going to need a little bit of practice. Well, practice makes progress. A lot of people say practice makes perfect, but at the start, nothing's going to be perfect, is it? It's whenever you're just beginning, nothing is perfect, but practice does make progress. And remember, that's what you have to look at. You don't have to compare yourself to other people. You just compare yourself to yourself. That's the key. That's the key here, guys. Right, let's grab myself a little Misty. I've heard really good things about the Kit and Clowder Copic classes. I have not done them myself, but I know that Tally has. And if that's where she learned her tricks, then you're definitely gonna want to check that out because she is amazing. Let's get some of these cuties on here. So I'm in a dino mood. Maybe this would be a good Father's Day card. Marcy says, practice makes progress. I've never heard that and I really like it. Good. Carrie says, that volcano is one of my most used Happy Doodle images. Yay. Ah, Jasmine is aware of Kit and Clowder. Good job. Let's ink this up. Every time this stamp set comes out, the Dino Time, we always remember, what's it called? Land Before Time. I was talking to Morgan about that last week. We were trying to remember all the dinosaur names from Land Before Time, and the little girl, this one, and it was that one? Something like that. No, this one, the Triceratops little girl. I think her name was Sarah. And then everyone else had really interesting names like Petrie and and things like that. And then her name was there. But whatever, it works. Beautiful. Why can't you hear? Oh, Ian's here. Hey, Ian. Happy Pride Month. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom? Because the P is silent. I love it. That's a good one. Anyone else have any dino related jokes for us? We'd love to hear. Petrie was our fave, says Woo's Creations. Mine too. He was just so endearing. He was so sweet. I also really liked, did anyone remember the movie Land Before Time? No, not Land Before Time. That's the one we're talking about. What's it called? Fern Gully. Did you remember Fern Gully? And there was the bat. And I can't remember his name. It might have just been Batty or something. But I love the bat. Like, I think I formed an irrational, like, emotional attachment to this bat. Aww. Marjolaine's here. Hey! Good evening, everybody. Guys, it has been so warm over here. I know I mentioned it a little bit earlier. So warm. Although I have to admit, I'm glad that I'm in Scotland now and not in England, because apparently down in England it's like 30 degrees, whereas up here it's just a really nice, I don't know, 20, 25, 24. So it's like pleasantly hot, not that I can't sit down, I can't do anything kind of hot, which I'm not a big fan of. Especially whenever my daughter tries to get to sleep and things like that, and it's too hot for her. Amanda says, my husband calls Avatar Fern Gully in space. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm with him. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. All right. I'm going to go for, actually, I'm not going to stamp these just yet because I want to build my scene. I want to build my little scene, and I want to make my colors work with whatever else is going on. So I didn't realize it got that hot in England. It doesn't normally, but you know, global warming and all that funness. All right, so I'm going to cut a piece of card using my slimline mini mill, and then I'm going to layer it up with this. Actually, let's start with this die here, and I'll cut myself a piece of card, and I might actually use will I though? I was going to use this sort of brown color. I don't know how it's going to turn out, so I might completely regret it. But this is the natural paint on paper pad. You guys know I love the white one as well. But I was wondering how it would turn out if I used this one. I'm not sure, but I say let's give it a go. If I get so far and I chicken out, I can always backtrack. In Wales, it's been between 20 and 25 all week. That's okay. We can handle that. That's good. That's good. But whenever it gets up into the 30s, it's just not fun. It's been in the 80s here in SoCal, says Amanda. We'll get over 100 in the summer. Ugh. I mean, it's nice. It is nice, but it's not nice. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Let me see. It's been nice to have a barbecue, and also a lot of our restrictions are changing and being lifted, so we were able to have our first barbecue of the season last Sunday, just with 2 other neighbors, just the 5 of us, including Piper, and it was all outside, but it was really, really nice. It was like, I remember what it's like to you know, socialize with people. Awesome sauce. Yeah. There's my swim line trio. Now I want to create a little bit of a background here. So I'm going to go and grab a couple of stencils. I'm going to have Stormy Seas. I'm also going to grab green fields, and I think maybe raise the roof. Let's see. Sorry, Ranger. Rangers in the way. What did I say? Stormy Sea. Oh, green fields. Yes, green fields first up. And Stormy Seas. Which is hiding on me. Ooh, yes. Let's do this one as well. Stony Maloney. And raise the roof. Come on, there you are. And because I'm working on a non-white background, which has a little bit of color, I'm going to use my Distress Oxides for this. So there you go. Silly question, says Woos. I'm sure it's not. But do you have your blue tape in the dispenser? As mine isn't very smooth and I loaded it wrong. Oh, let me show you. Let me show you. So I will take it out like this. Oh, mine's running out. So when you open it up like this, what you want to do is, it'll have a little bit in the middle. Some of them are clear, some of them are black. It doesn't really matter. And so you pop that into the little lugs on the side. And then down here you have a large line on the left, and then a little one. So you have a narrow one and a wide one. So it goes over the wide one and under the fat one. So then what you can do is you pull it out like this, and then you rip it up over the top of that. This is like got a tapered edge, so it's a little bit sharp. It's not sharp. It's not sharp, obviously, but it's sharp enough to rip the paper. So hopefully that will help you load yours correctly. You'll get the best use out of it. So I want to have some sea around about here. So I think I'm going to create some sea here, some land here with my volcano. And then down at the bottom, we're going to have some ground. And I'm going to use this to create some slopes for the ground down at the bottom, I think. So I think I'll work my way up. I think that will help. So let's see what I can do here. Here's going to be my ground. I need to strain it up ever so slightly. Here, this bit's a bit better. There we go. This is going to be my ground. I'll cover that up. And I'm going to grab some Distress Oxides and start lighter, I think. Add a little bit of pumice stone. And maybe some brushed corduroy would work. Let me see what else I have in here. Okay, we'll start with that. Who says, yay, thanks, I have it wrong. That's all right, you can fix it. I'm going to add some gray color to the bottom. Using my pumice stone. And then I'm going to come in over the top with my Stony Maloney stencil, like so. Now I'm going to, what I really need to get is the Wendy Vecchi station. Have you heard of the station? It's magnetic and people are ranting and raving about it, saying that it's really good for doing your magnets, for doing your stencils, sorry. So I obviously need to get my hands on one of them. I'm gonna come in, Stony Maloney. Yeah, that's looking good. Love that. Stony Maloney is so versatile because you can make things look like a cow, a little patchwork. It can be stones, be lots of different kind of styles. Big fan of Stony Maloney. I'm going to darken it up a little bit. Let's see what I've got. The vintage photo. I'd like my colors to be quite intense on this. Loving it. All right, can you see? Let me flip you over. Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and press my buttons proactively. So I think I started saying this and then I got distracted by the audio, is that for the last 2 weeks now, I noticed when my camera times out and I press the button to reset it, it worked fine. But then after the second time that it tripped out, that's when I lost audio. So could have been a coincidence, not sure. But I am trying to set reminders on my watch now so that I press the button every 25 minutes. We'll see. We'll see if it works. Right. So what way did I have this? I had it like, nope, like this. Yes, I had it like this. Perfect. So I'm now going to add in some water along the top here and use this to add my water. Now, I'm probably just going to use some memo tape to seal this off. Oh, it's not sticking. And here as well, stick this down. That'll do. And then let's go and find some blue that will work with this. So Salty Ocean and Mermaid Lagoon are two that I'm a big fan of. So let's work with them. It will be a bit darker than what it would be if I was working on white card. So I have to bear that in mind. Maybe I'll come in with some spritzer or something. Maybe the liquid pixie dust would be cool here. That salty ocean. Let me come in with a bit of Mermaid Lagoon. Loving that. Yeah, let me see if I can find my liquid pixie dust. I mean, I no idea where I would put it. Feel like it would be in here. There's Perfect Pearls. If I was a liquid pixie dust, where would I be hiding? I feel like I used it not that long ago. Okay. We'll change a plan then. I'll just check in this drawer in case it's in here. I've got my I've got a little bottle here which has got some water and some Perfect Pearls in it. So that'll probably do the trick. Add a little bit of splash marks to it for a fun effect. Ooh, nice. Ooh, I know what I want to do. Let's now come in over the top with what's it called? Oh gosh, we've got bubble waves, but then we also have Wave to Me, the Wave to Me stencil. I wonder what that would look like on here. Just this one. That'll be cool. Now it is a little bit more delicate, so I need to be aware of that. I'll put a bit more tape behind it. Definitely need to get that magnetic station thing. There we go. Probably be fairly subtle, to be honest, but add a bit more blue. And what should we use? Faded jeans. Amanda, we're in the high desert here too, and the highs in the hundreds are regular occurrence in summer, though not usually in June. This stencil works better if you have a little bit of spray adhesive on the back. I've managed to get it all in my hands. Let's see. Oh, it's very, very subtle. I'm not even sure if you'll be able to see it an awful lot, but I like it. Let's pop it away. It gives a really cool effect, especially like tone on tone. Super cool. Come little delicate flower. Okay, so there's my waves. My wipies are drying up fairly quickly tonight. Keep myself hydrated as well. All right, what have I got over here? Stormy seas, pop you away for just now. Ooh, nice. Now, I have to be careful pulling off the purple tape because it can be a bit aggressive. I think we've made that work. Lovely. Grab another wipey here. Looking good. Right, so I have my land, I have my sea, and I'm going to do some more land on the other side because I want it a bit like a a mountain, like the volcano is coming out of the sea, like on an island. That's what I'm trying to say, on an island. Marcy said, I made a 60th birthday card for my brother-in-law using the shadow box die. It would quickly become one of my favorite dies. Yay! Good, good, good. That's good to know. We're going to have some land here. What are we going to do for that? I think we'll have just a curve. Something like this would do. We'll use this bit of the die, the stencil, sorry, to create a curve, I think. So I'm in the wrong side. I need to be over here. And that will work for me. And this time we'll go brown. And I think I'm going to go a wee bit darker. Where's my vintage photo? Looks great so far, says Marcy. Thank you. Yeah. So this is going to be where my volcano will lie. It'll go onto this section here, the little mound coming up out of the ocean. And it's all coming together nicely. And then for behind the mountain, we will have the raise the roof. So those like rays coming out, I thought that would be cool. That'd be really fun to have. And we'll maybe work on some purples and some pinks or some reds maybe. Well, first things first, I'm going to cover this back up using my Humpy Bumpy, whichever one I used. Stick that on there. And here I have the raise the roof stencil. This is my thoughts of a little bit of a, oh, you can't see me, a little bit of a, oh, coming out in the background. What are we gonna get? Let me see. We have got abandoned coral. We have got fossilized amber, and ooh, what are we gonna have? Maybe a little bit of wilted violet here. Not sure how we're gonna get these all to work together, but we shall try. We need purple, and here we go. I got a little selection here. So let's try purple first and foremost. I'm going to stick this to back here, flip it over. This is going to look fabulous, says Marcy. Thank you for the vote of confidence. We shall see. We shall see. Right, let's see. I'm going to turn this around so that I can put my hand here and keep all those little rays straight. Not sure how much of this purple we're going to see behind our volcano. Well, we'll find out. Let me, first of all, trying to get the rough of the purple off my stencil. Ooh. Marcy's here. Hey, thank you. Let's try my fossilized amber in the middle section here. Looks good. Just do a little blending of those a little bit. And then abandoned coral at the top here. And I think I'll add the abandoned coral right up to the top, but I'll come in with a bit more of a pinky tone. We're not really going to see an awful lot of this this natural color cardstock, are we? But we didn't know that at the start. We were just going with the flow. Nice. Right, I think this is going to look good. Let's reveal. What's my time doing on my timer? Ooh, pretty. All right, cleanup comes first. In other good news, this week my mummy and daddy have decided that they're going to come and visit. Not until the end of August, so it's still a long way off, but still it's nice to have something to look forward to. And actually we started looking at the possibility of maybe going over to visit them in the start of July, maybe. Need to get myself in gear if I want to go do that. It kind of depends on how things are. All looking good at the moment. Does anybody watching have any plans for their summer? All right. So I've got these sort of natural colored rays coming up. I'm actually going to come in over the top of this, I think, with a little yellow, just a little squeeze lemonade. See if I can pick out some of those colors. And I'll just go over the top of what I've already got. But I will need to take this back, even though I've just put it away. Silly me. So that I can mask off the ground. I've done it again. I'm not sure how much of it you'll actually see. But I like it when it has a little bit of intensity and vibrance behind it. Cool. Amanda says, I've got real travel plans this summer. A trip to Georgia. Yeah. And then to Vegas. Oh, that is so exciting. I'm excited for you. When are you heading that way, Amanda? It's going to be really fun. Gotta go to Georgia and eat a peach just for me. All right. I think, guys, it is time to start coloring in these little critters. Let me go and grab some alcohol markers. See what we can do with them. I want to have a brown volcano. We're almost done with the craft room remodel. We're installing the cabinets this weekend, floors and countertops next week. Oh, that's brilliant. Actually, it's like we're doing a craft room remodel, a craft room off. It's good to keep updating. So we had the electrician in this week and he wired up all the electrical sockets and wired up the Cat5 cabling, so that's all good. And the underfloor heating arrived, so he wired them into the bits where it needs to go into the electricity, but we have to lay it. So this weekend, although if it's a really warm weekend, we won't be looking forward to it. We won't be looking forward to doing any manual labor, but we're going to have to roll out the underfloor heating and lay down the laminate flooring. Dun, dun, dun. Georgia in July and Vegas in September. I'll have a peach for you and a fried pie for me. What's a fried pie? Interesting. I have never heard of this thing. Fried pie, huh? Is it a peach pie? I'd be up for that. So I've got some browns coming down. I'm going to try and darken it a little bit around the base. All about the base. Nice. Maybe a wee bit more. They're kind of like turnovers, but deep fried. I've never heard of them until I was there right before COVID. Ooh, sounds delicious. in McDonald's, they have like an apple pie thing that's deep fried. I'm partial to a McDonald's apple pie, I have to say. Normally they go, oh, you're going to have to wait for like 12 minutes. And I'm like, okay, girl, take your time. I'll wait for my pie. We're going to have some luscious lava coming out here. So let's get some. It's sort of like that, but much better. Num, num, num. I'm going to add these in. I just might need to chase Craig. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to go on chase Craig about something. I'll be right back. Sorted. All good, I think. Needed to do something and I didn't hear him leave, but he must have gone. So we'll darken this up with, this is the only dark red I have, R59. Let's see, those McDonald's apple pies are good and worth waiting while they heat up. I think so too. I'm not a massive fan about all the other things in McDonald's, but we'll have an apple pie. And maybe a McFlurry. All right, kaboom. My little volcano is ready to erupt. Just don't erupt on my little peach tree. Hey, Amanda Fitter is here. I always get super hot apple pies and have to wait ages for them to cool down. Oh, I know. That's definitely a problem that I am familiar with. Okay, I'm going to cut these as I go along because I want to make sure that I'm coloring things in a color that suits me and that one that works with the balance of the card. Because I was looking at the little pterodactyl thinking that he should be teal. I don't know, he was just screaming teal to me. Oh, time out. Let me press my buttons again. My goal is to not have my cameras time out on me at all. And see if we can avoid those microphone issues that we had last time. Amanda says this is looking adorable. Oh, thank you. This week, Morgan put on our Happy Doodlers group something about we're going to do some crafting and we're thinking about maybe making some Father's Day cards. So we were having a look at the pegs going, oh, we could do this, we could do that. And I saw somebody use the volcano a little while ago and I thought to myself, you know, I just haven't used geology rocks in a while and I love my little volcano. It's one of my faves. There we go, we got a volcano here. Can't even see that humpy bumpy. That's okay, it'll be over there. And this guy's going to be over here, but not too close, mind, not too close. And then we've got our, did anybody figure it out? Is it a plesiosaur? Is that what it's called? Let's grab some greens for him anyway. Maybe he should be more in the tealy colors. Let's see. We'll do him next. And I'm going to use some light greens And maybe light greens and yellows. Get a bit of Nessie vibes on the go. So I've used the green, what is this one called? It's just called Light, and it is AG1 for my tri-blends. And then this is called Dandelion. It's CT4 for my classics. And then I'm going to try and hunt out Mimosa, which is in my Copics. Pale yellow, canary yellow, Mimosa yellow, which is a really nice greeny yellow. See if I can blend it. I think I need a little bit more green on this guy. Blend it in. Maybe a chartreuse. Lovely. He's very vibrant, but I'm liking him. I'm going to come in with some darker greens on his back. I'm going to add some more dots to him to create a little bit more interest. Oh, he's looking good. Love him. Loving it. So vibrant. So fun. What do you guys think? Isn't he cool? So he's going to be in my C anyway. I know that for sure. So let's cut this out. And he's from my Highland Honeys stamp set. And I just love the way that these work really well with the Dino Time stamps. Does anyone else, I know Amanda's going to be doing some DIY over the weekend. Does anyone else have some plans for the weekend? I'm going to be DIYing it. I also need to paint some steps. So we made a room for the dog, a groom room for grooming the dog. And we have the kitchen cabinets, like sort of like these. And when you open the cabinet like this, you can pull out some steps for the dog to climb up. So we had someone make us the steps, and we are, I need to paint them. essentially. I need to paint them because they're just bare wood and there's going to be muddy dogs climbing up it. So I need to paint those steps at some point this weekend. It's going to be fun. All right, I got a T-Rex down here. I think I'm going to go grays for this guy. Maybe grays and a little green. Why not? We'll start with a light gray. Woo says, I do a live on a Saturday Eve, so tomorrow we'll see family, then home to prep. Oh, cool. Where do you do your live, Woos? Is it on YouTube, Facebook? Feel free to share. I'm sure there's plenty of us that would like to maybe come and watch for free. Where's my G00? See if we can blend these together. They're not the most naturally blendy colors, but if we can make it work, I think it would be cool. So I've got G00, and I also used a, oh, what was it? W3, I think. I'm gonna come back in with darker WW5. On Facebook, not enough subs to be able to do lives yet. Oh, I know, sometimes with YouTube it feels like it's a constant battle, doesn't it? There we go. Oh, he's looking lovely. And we'll give him some splotchy marks as well. Give him some dimension. Some warts and all. There's my W5. And some YG14, that one's dud. I really need to throw out the ones that don't work. Pistachio, maybe? Yes, pistachio for some green dots on him. And then for his belly, I think I want to go for a real light color. What's this? Y00. Perfect. And I'll darken that up. A little C1 at the bottom. Looks good. Let's let you have a little look. What do you guys think? Would you take a cup of tea from this Mr. T? I think so. I think he's a cool one. Let's grab my... This rate I'm not going to have any room for adding trees. But I'm glad I didn't do them at the start, because I think this is going to be a very vibrant card. We'll see how it goes. Adorbs. Marcy says, so cute. Love the colors. Looking good, Mr. T. I always think it's fun. Sometimes, I think it was the first time that I tried to like blend completely different colors with one another, was whenever I was doing an alien card and I wanted like red to go into purple or blue to go into orange or something. And very often when we're crafting, we're blending pink to pink or blue to blue and different shades of it. But to go from one color to a completely different color actually gives you such a really cool effect. So there's your challenge, to go and blend multiple colors together. So here I think we got to go for some oranges and yeah, should we go for oranges? Yes, why not? Why not? We'll do some oranges on this little guy. Maybe reddy oranges. Up top. And maybe a yellowy belly. Go for some darker oranges up top. Oh, my stomach is grumbling now. Ooh, this is cool. Okay, so I'm making little, almost like the Stony Maloney effect, little patches along his back with a darker orange. And using the Classiques makes this easy because you've got a harder tip. Love him. And let's go for some blue scales. I'm not sure if it is a scale technically, but we'll give that a go. Blue down here too. Nessa says, amazing. I'm going to darken up the tips of those just a little smidgy moo. What we're going to use is the question. That one's not quite dark enough. There we go. Let's see what he looks like. Are you ready? Here's Mr. Dino. I think when you have things like dinosaurs or aliens, you can sometimes be a little bit more free to do something outside the norm. I think I say this a lot, is that in card making we shouldn't be constrained by the laws of physics or the rules of nature, the laws of nature. He needs a necklace like Mr. T, yeah, for sure. Beautiful. Beautiful. Erupts all over my dino time. This is going to be such a fun card. I'm so excited for it. Ooh, orange and purple. Yeah, that's what we've got, a little orange and purple going on here. We should have done that on my card. So this is going to go here. It's going to go about here, maybe. This one down. This guy. I will have a little bit of space because this is going to be my background of my card, I think. So we'll have a little bit more space to play with. just don't know what color I want that to be at the moment. Any ideas? Any suggestions? Maybe we should just go for a gray color, or maybe we should go bright, like yellow or something. That would be fun. All right, I'm gonna go, I think I'm gonna try pink for this little guy. That would be cute. See what he turns out like. So this is Blossom. I feel like we're gonna have to go pink to something. Same as everyone else is looking a little multicolored. What's this one? Silk. More of an orangey pink. Yellow sounds awesome, says Woo's Creations. Okay, cool. This has got a little bit of a pink. I'm gonna try to do a bit of a purpley tint on the edges of these wings here. Same on his head. Maybe his tail. Why not? Come back into that blossom color to blend it, I think. He's looking super cute. And I think I'm going to give him a little bit of detail. What's this? Soft purple. I'm going to give him almost like little stitching on his wings. Some dots up his head and along his back. Oh, he's so cute. I'm actually going to yellowify his belly a little bit more, just to bring in a different color. This is gold. Oh no, that's not a nice gold. Light yellow. There we go. Let's look at this little guy. Cute, huh? We'll cut him out too. Yellow sounds awesome for a background. What I'll do is I'll hold up some colors behind our panel to get a bit of a visual. So we've got our little guy sorted. All right, this is going to go around about here, I think. It's all coming together. So let's see. We can. I'll go and grab some cardstock and then we can do a little bit of maneuvering around to see what we think might work. So I'm the kind of person that likes to just take a look. So I think this is too bright. I mean, too dark. This is going to make it really dull. So I think holy mackerel is a no-no. We could go for this one, butterscotch, which is kind of similar to our starter color. It's still quite neutral. I think maybe actually white might be the thing that's going to make it pop the most, to be honest. Oyster shell could be a contender. Yes, I quite like oyster shell. Oh, a purple panel. Ooh, that could work. This is, what is this called? Wildberry, I think. Ooh, yeah, I like that. We could even maybe do a double panel, maybe yellow and purpley, liking that one. You are also a contender. Like you better than the gray one. You're a maybe. White. Not really a white, but anyway. It works, but not. Yeah. Where's my yellows all gone to? Ooh, pink could work. And here's the ones I like. We could go for pumpkin patch. Looks good. We go for banana split. Oh, that looks good too. Choices. And sunny side up, which is one of my faves. I think I might go for, it's good too. Too many choices. I like the pink, I like the purple, and I like the yellows. So let's put the rest of them away, and then we can narrow down some choices. Oh, Jasmine's saying wildberry. She's a wildberry fan. Great color. It is. It's a good color. Oh, okay, let's go for wildberry. Oh, time out. Let me press my buttons. I'm doing well. I haven't had my camera timeout at all yet. Famous last words. Let's do a panel using my Slimline mini mail die. And wildberry. Run this through the machine. I thought, Jasmine, you were going to say that you had asked for a Gemini Junior for your birthday. That's what I thought you were going to say. Purple, purple, purple. Did you get it? Cool. Sorted. All right, so I feel like I want an internal panel here. And I might go for white, I might go for yellow. Let's see what will work best. Piece of yellow. And I'm going to take the dye here and just measure what my panel needs to be to go in the middle here. So let's see, it needs to be roughly about 2 3/4 by 7 3/4. We can do that. 2 3/4. By 7 3/4, roughly. Hopefully we'll make that work. Ooh, phone tied it out. Timed out even. Jasmine says, honestly, I hadn't even thought about that till you said it. I barely use the cuddle bug unless I have to. Heavy Doodle Mini Die Cutting Machine is the most used item these days. Yay! Purple, then Dino. So banana split or sunny side up. Yes, this is banana split. I think that's beautiful. I think you've called that one there, Nessa. Done a cracking job. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. Looking good. And I still might add some. What's the word? Trees. I'm not sure yet. There's a little bit here that's bothering me. So I'm going to come in with a blue pen. And just blend it in a wee bit. There you go. It's not as vibrant. Ooh, love this. Amanda says, I use my mini die cutting machine all the time. Me too. It's my faves. It's my faves. All right, we're doing really well here, I think. So I was wondering if we could add some easy lights, because gotta love my easy lights. Let me see. I have one set left. Oh, which seems like it's a sign. It's a sign. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We definitely need something here. We could either have like a little heart. We wanted a heart, or we could do like little splashes coming out. Where is it? Like we have these kind of splashes coming out. That could work. Also in this set, which is kind of fun, is there's like a thing where you can emboss little lines. So that might be cool to emboss little lines and then have maybe just cut out the inside of here, or we could do little love hearts around. What do you guys think? I want you guys to give me your input while I'm putting these away. Still so many things I want and need. I'm waiting on a pre-order for MFT from Amy and a special package installation from Scrappy Boy Stamps. I'm super excited. Mary Poppins themes. Oh, nice. Actually, Piper was all excited because she realized that Mary Poppins 2 was on Disney. She was very excited. She said, we have to watch that. And I said, Lin-Manuel Miranda's in it. She got even more excited. That's really cool. So let me grab my little acrylic block first of all, because I'm going to add a couple of little stones to the bottom here to add a little bit more detail to this bottom section. So let me grab, we've got icing on the cake. And this will do, I think. Love it. So I'm doing second generation stamping here, which is where you stamp it sort of off to the side and then come back and you can stamp it again. And there's usually enough ink on it to get a nice impression without it being really intense. So that works for me. We've got these little like stones for some extra texture down below here. Loving it. Loving it, loving it. So these guys are gonna live down here somewhere. This one over here. And if we wanted to, we could add a little wave and then tuck this guy in. I'm not sure whether I want to do that though. Our otter side stamps. Have got some dies which will allow you to do that. So for example, come on. There we go. And we have the stamp image here, and then this only cuts out the top section. So I maybe need to make it a little bit longer for this guy, but I kind of like seeing his paws, I was gonna say, his feet. So I don't think I'm going to bother with that. I think I'm just going to stick him on, and it's going to go here. It's going to be so cool. Amanda says, I'll see him when I go to Georgia. Yay! Which is silly because he lives an hour from my house. That's always the way. All right, so what are you guys thinking for my light up card? I think I want to go with this because I've not used it in such a long time. So I want to have the little embossed swirl on there from the Geology Rock set. Light up the lava, says Marcy. Let me show you what this turned out like. Do you see? How cool is that? Cool die in this set. Gives a little bit of extra pizzazz. So we'll have this steaming hot, I think. And yeah, maybe we'll light up the lava. Let's punch some holes in the top of this little guy. How are we gonna do that? How are we gonna do that? Shall we grab a craft knife and attempt to do it that way? Of course, Lesley doesn't have a craft knife here, does she? Might just have to punch a hole. Punch a hole and maybe try to put my scissors in. It would make great butterfly antenna. Yes, it would. You're right. All right, so I've got my scissors in a little bit here. So I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that, but there is a little slit or a little hole here. Which I think will be plenty for that to have some light shine through. Just going to add a bit of black on the edge. That doesn't quite look so raggedy. Now, I've seen people put a tiny bit of vellum on the back here, which helps, I think, diffuse the light. Amanda, do you have any trade secrets? Oh. No. Working on that green.
Can you do this and go on with the SLR?
Oh. Interesting. Let's have some. Hello. Sorry, I'm thinking here. I don't know where I'm going to put my my button. Maybe I could put my button up here. I don't know if that's going to work or not. What are you guys? I'm back. Yay, I'm back. I'm back. Huzzah. So that's an interesting development because I thought it was to do with the fact that my camera was timing out. But clearly it's nothing to do with that at all. Yeah, interesting. Interesting indeed. I don't know what the answer is then, sadly. I'm not sure where I'm going to put my battery. I was thinking of maybe putting it here. I think we could make that work. Let's put some. So if I put Petri here, sort of here. I should realize my yellow doesn't go all the way, so I need to make sure that that's not going to be showing. It's a little bit squishy. Move it over a tiny bit. Okay, let's get my double-sided sticky tape. Gremlins, I know, right? It's so disappointed and so annoyed by it. Mostly because I just can't figure it out. I think it shouldn't be this hard. So rude. So let's put some double-sided sticky tape on here. Mandy, you need to start making these with some double-sided sticky tape on them. Jasmine's off to bed. Bye, Jazz. Speak soon. All right, so. Yeah, Jasmine can't hack the pace? Yeah, she can't hack the pace. So now I've got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to lay down my little beauties. If I can find myself. Tape. Thank you, Craigie. Let's stick these down. First, this one. I'm guessing it doesn't matter if I put tape over the top of it because it's see-through. And then we're going to have one. I heard that, Craig. Oh, you're busy in the morning. He's only winding you up. You know he loves you. And we got one here. I'll go with that. These easy lights just do make everything so easy. And one here. And then just tape down spaghetti junction. Have I got a battery? Yes, I do. Whoopity whoop whoop whoop. Nice. Oh, I have a test batch with adhesive. I'll send you some. Oh, yay! Sounds good. Seeing as I'm on my last legs. Although I think I still have some from for the design team. Remember, I was supposed to give it to him and then never did. I'm such a bad child. Oh, yeah. Right. So this is good. Loving it. Loving it. Loving it. Loving it. We got to get some Happy Doodle foam tape around here. Amanda, you had asked me about the old foam tape, if you recall. But the manufacturer said that it's not, they're not doing it anymore. And I couldn't remember whether I told you or not. Something to do with Brexit and costing issues. Story of our lives right now. Okay. I'm making myself a little grid so I know not to put the foam tape in certain areas. Zip. I already pressed these, but we'll give them another go. I need a beautiful assistant just to sit here and press my buttons for me. So here's a question for you. If you were making this card, who would you give it to? Who would you give it to? What do you guys think? Oh, a wee bit crooked. I think it might be over the line. Move them in a wee tiny bit. There we go. And I'm going to make a little hat for this one. A little room, some walls around the one in the middle to help with light escaping. There we go. Nessa said, my neighbor just had a little boy and a May, a baby car with a difference. Oh, I love that. My neighbor is just about to give birth to a baby boy. They're the neighbors that we had over last Sunday for a little barbecue action. And she's due on the 9th, but the midwife says that she might go early. And they have a golden doodle puppy, which is Ranger's BFF. Looking to see if he was there. Didn't want to say the dog's name. He's not there. The dog's name is Fergus. And Ranger loves Fergus. They love each other. And I said to Sarah and Jamie that if you in the middle of the night or whatever, or whenever you get the sudden urge to go to the maternity suite, if you need someone to look after Fergus, give us a shout. And she said, oh, thank you so much. We'll try not to make it in the middle of the night. Oh, and I said, it's not up to you, dear. I'm afraid. Oh no, I meant to put this one on. Oh, such a fool. Never mind. Never mind. Got distracted by stupid. Microphones. Silly me. Hey ho. Let me find myself some glue. I'm gonna stick down this little guy. Nessa says, love from Lizzie, yellow or gold peel-offs. Oh, that would be good. I don't have any, sadly. But look at this. Can you see how that lights up? So excited for that. And I've done these two, and I'm maybe going to put some gems over it, if I can find gems. That would be good. We could cut little thin strips using the more strips of ease if we wanted to. For some fun, to raise it up. I think we'll be okay. I'm going to stick these on now with some really gentle 1 millimeter deep foam. If I can find it. These ones will do. Our clear ones will do the trick. Well, I'm not sticking him on yet because I want to put, I want to use interactively yours on that to put a little push here message on it. All right, here's Nessie. Maybe here. And this little guy. Mr. T. Marcy says this is just so adorable. I managed to get one in between his legs. You don't want white gunk in between your legs, Mr. T. Do we? How embarrassing that would be for you. Just snip it away. There we go. I got it. I got it. No need to panic. Yay. And then this next one. And I think I'm going to have to pull out my Interactively Yours stamp set. Nice. So that I can put a push here on his little belly. Let me go and grab that. Interactively Yours. So I'm going to do press here. And as always with this stamp set, I'm going to practice on a scratch piece of paper because the pressure, it's all about the pressure with this stamp because it's so tiny. You want it to make sure that it will stamp clearly because it's a message. So you want the message to be clear, don't you? Don't you want the message to be clear, guys? Of course you do. Perfect. Press here. Now I need to make sure that I put him in the right position where it makes sense for him to be pressed. Where is it? About here. I think that works. Now I want to have some little gems. What gems will I have? Amanda, do you have any gems in particular you recommend? I'm gonna have to go and see what I've got in my stash. I feel like I have some crystally type gems, but I don't think I've got any red ones. Let me see. I might have some white ones or clear ones that it's possible to color using alcohol markers. That could maybe do. Looks like a lot of the gems I have in my stash here are actually have a silver back on them. It won't shine through, I don't think. I have little ones here, but I don't think, yeah, it's not going to shine through. We can maybe add these anyway as something else. Any gems that don't have silver back on the paint, silver paint on the back. So let me see. Probably just go for some white little clear ones and Copic them like say. Quite big, these ones. We'll see. Copic color them. Come on. I got there in the end. Maybe these ones. These ones are like little diamond shaped. Let's see if I can color these guys in first of all. Put them on the back of my memo tape. And use a Copic to color them in. Squeaky squeaky. And a little bit of glue will do the trick here, I think. Oh, glue, Bert. You're such an overachiever. All right. Oh, scared me. Love it, love it. And we'll add some of these other little ones down here as well. Oh, don't run away. Nice. So we've got press here. I don't know if that really, can you see the gems? But at least you can see this really well. So I'm liking that. And let's go ahead and give it some white accents. To make our images pop. Oops, I've got some glue there. I have to say I'm loving this teal to light gray color palette for Mr. T. Looking really cool. And I'm going to add some little dots and things in my ocean. Oh, I think it would be so much better if I had remembered that white area. I mean, that yellow area. But all in all, I don't think I can really complain because I think it's turned out really well and really cool. So here you go, guys. What do you think? Let me zoom. Our final card. Nessa says it still needs a necklace. Yes, we'll give me a little necklace here. Oh, I think it's so cool. And maybe really actually what we need is a sentiment. We haven't added a sentiment to this. But maybe we could do that as well. I don't know what we'll do for a sentiment. I kind of like it without. I am still annoyed that I didn't put this in behind. Wonder if we could make it work. I feel like it's just going to be, I'm going to cause problems if I try and remove it. So maybe what I'll do is I'll make a nice yellow envelope to put it in, and then we'll have that contrast there. I think it looks really cool. I love the easy light, makes it so simple, and I like the way that we can mix and match all the products here. Nessa says it doesn't need a synod. I agree. I think that it's all business out front. I've just chipped my nail as well. Right, guys, I'm going to call that a night for now because it's really quite hot in here. And I'm really pleased with how this turned out. I think it's super cute. I hope that you like it. And I hope that you will join me next week for another Come Craft With Me adventure. So I shall leave you with my card. And until next time, happy crafting, everybody. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you again next week.